Right now, and I'm doing this video recording because I can understand this. You just knock my door tonight and tell me you're homeless with your child.
Yes.
I don't even know your name. What's your name? I don't know your name, but I gave you a bed, and this is the bed, and that's your child. How old is your child?
5.
5-year-old. And you're a woman, homeless tonight, with a 5-year-old child?
Yes.
I'm trying to digest this, but I don't know how to digest this. And I must tell you, I'm really sorry. This shouldn't be happening. But we're trying to understand what causes. People are going to ask questions, and the people have a right to know, and sometimes I don't have the answer. Now you're going to tell me on camera. By the way, do you give me permission to video you?
Yes.
What's your name?
Ashley.
Ashley what? You have to have a last name.
Hinton.
What?
Hinton.
Hinton. Now it's 11 o'clock in the night, and you're homeless tonight. You knock my door. I didn't ask your name, and I give you a bed. But that's me. Nobody else will. You can't knock people's door and tell them you are homeless with a 5-year-old child, and they will open their door and give you a place to sleep. You can't do that. I'm just different. I'm me. I have understanding. A lot of people wouldn't do it. Now, people need to know. We need to know. What's your situation? Where were you before? You need to tell us.
I was in the girls' home, the shelter, and the Covenant House, and I had to stop living there because I wasn't getting benefits from welfare, so they kicked me out with my son.
You were living in a convent house? You were living in a convent house with you and your son?
Yeah.
It's an all-girls convent house? And they kick you out with your son because you wasn't getting any benefit from the welfare?
Yes.
They just asked you to leave?
Yes.
And they told you the reason because you was not getting any benefits?
Yeah.
And after that, when did this happen?
Like last week sometime.
Last week sometime. And then where did you go? With your 5-year-old son. I just want to emphasize this is a 5-year-old child. You know, this is a 5-year, and this is America. This is not Africa. This is not India. This is America. That's what I can understand. This is America. Have you ever heard the word God bless America? Well, this is the great America. And people are not going to expect this, that a woman. How old are you?
I'm 23.
23? And your child is 5 years old. And why are you not getting benefit from welfare?
I don't know. They just cut me off. I have to go back down there and see. They said I needed some type of document or something.
So you need some kind of document, so they cut you off from welfare. And since they cut you off, this convent house? It says convent house?
Yeah, Covenant House.
Convent house.
Yes.
And where is located?
On Grove Street.
Grove Street. How can they have a heart because you're not getting welfare checks?
I think because that helps me pay for it.
So the welfare helps pay for it. So they were getting the checks from welfare. And when welfare cuts you off because of some documents, they kick you out. They need a beating. They don't have a heart because you don't have a welfare check, they kick you out. So it's all about the money. They don't care about a 5-year-old child. They don't care about leaving a 23-year-old woman, a girl, you're a girl, on the street they care about kicking you out on the street with your 5-year-old child. I just can't understand that. Now, you were living with your sister,
Yes.
so why you leave?
Because her lights had cut off.
They cut her lights off.
Yes. It wasn't because she didn't pay the bill, because the landlord went and come fix the basement and stuff, so they had to cut off the lights.
So she was paying her rent, and the landlord didn't fix the basement. They cut the lights off. So where is your sister now?
I don't know. I don't know where she's at.
She have kids?
Yes.
How many kids?
2.
So they had to leave the house too? So they must be homeless too.
Yeah.
Did she ask you where you're going? Did she care?
No.
She just left? And did you come out with any clothes? Do you have clothes?
No.
Where is the clothes for the child?
I have some at my mom's house.
Okay. But anyhow, I have a lot of clothes for the child. Don't worry about that. And I also have a lot of clothes for you. I'm gonna let you stay here with the child, because if the diverse people found out that you're homeless with the child, they'll take the child away. And you don't want that to happen. You understand?
Yes.
You do not want that to happen. So you take this address, and this is where you'll be staying for the next few days with your child. Okay?
Okay.
Now, do you get any money from food stamp?
No.
Not right now? Well, I'll provide food. I'm going to provide food, but I cannot give you luxury food. I'll help with bread and milk for the child, and the child will have food and clothes. This child will not want of anything. And I have clothes for you, I have clothes for the child, and you guys would eat. I'll make sure until you can get your food stamp. How much food stamp you used to get when they used to give you?
300.
300 month? Well, that's not bad. Just go and get it back. You go back, don't be lazy. 300 is a lot of money. Go back, tell them you're living here right now, and this is just temporarily. Tell them, you met this strange woman, she just took you off. Okay? And you need to go and get your food stamp. $300, a lot of money, because I can feed you, but I don't know for how long. I'll feed you temporarily, but for how long, I don't know. All right? All right, fine. I think this is all for now. Do you give me permission again to video you, to do this interview? You know why? Because I'm trying to make awareness that someone can render us homeless for something really dumb. You were getting welfare. They cut your welfare off. And the place where you were staying, because they cut the check and you're not able to pay them, they kick you out on the street with your 5-year-old child. They really need to be exposed. They had no reason and no right to ask you to leave because they were not having that welfare check. I understand they need money to pay their bills. I also need money to pay my bills. But I took you off and I didn't even ask your name. I didn't ask you for any welfare check. I didn't ask you for a penny. It's 11 o'clock in the night now. I have to try and provide food for you and this child. And I have a right to ask these questions. Okay? And another thing, do you give me permission to use this video as I see fit to bring awareness to this problem?
Yes.
Yes? You got to say clearly.
Yes.
We are bringing awareness to help people out here that needs the help. They can't leave you. Welfare cannot cut you off like that without any reason. And where you were staying cannot just throw you on the street with a 5-year-old child. It's just not digestible, because they can cause you to lose this child. All right? Okay. So I'm going to cut the video off, and thank you so much for this interview. All right? Thanks. Bye.